I find it just pathetic the way people choose instead of actually using something that can help them, choose to sit around and complain and argue and bitch and talk to people that don't listen to them anyway. These progressives on Twitter, all they care about is fighting with Peter Dow, the head of Blue or Share Blue, wherever that fucking organization is. They're so. This is the problem, okay? You lost a fucking election in 2016. These progressives, they lost. They didn't go low. They didn't play dirty with what's her name, with Hillary Clinton. They didn't fight her on her terms. They pretended, oh, we're going to be the legitimate campaign. First of all, part of it is because they didn't want to take corporate donations. I understand that. That's part of the whole bargain. Campaign and really dig into Hillary Clinton's whole fucking pathetic history of lying, of being a complete and utter hypocrite on literally every issue, whether it's trade, whether it's criminal justice reform, whether it's union rights, whether it's let's throw it in gay rights. And I'm not even talking from a perspective of somebody that agrees, because I'm not progressive. Quite the opposite. I'm basically a libertarian, but they still fail to understand, because they want to hold themselves to some sort of standard of behavior where they think that it's not that they think that they're more moral, but they think that the arc of the universe bends towards justice. It's bullshit. You have to take the fight to the fucking other person's house, and that's what I do in the Mattis file. That's why you should be reading the Mattis file. Instead, you're basically, you're jerking yourself off repeatedly every day, talking about, oh, well, Clinton fucked us over. Oh, Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Oh, we didn't get, our ballots counted or whatever. Everybody knows that, you fucking idiots. How about you start fighting back against the press? This story exposes the Huffington Post. This story exposes the New York Times. This story exposes the Young Turks. All of them complicit in spreading the lie that Bernie Sanders' Facebook groups were infiltrated by Russian and Eastern European trolls. But what do you do instead? You want to tweet back and forth with Peter Dow. Nobody gives a fuck what Peter Dow says. Peter Dow is not going to attract people back into the Democratic Party anyway. He's part of the cult. What do you think? You're convincing people by doing this? What you have to realize is that you're fighting a war not just against the institution of the Democratic Party. You're fighting a war against the media and the information super industry. The mainstream media, everybody talks about it. You know that now. You know that Salon is not a progressive magazine anymore. They're progressive so long as you fund them properly. You also know that whether it's the Atlantic or whether it's Mother Jones or whatever, they're only willing to go so far to expose the lies of the last election that were perpetrated here. And I'm not trying here to get into a war over policy or over Medicaid or anything. I'm telling you that this is a straight up issue, that whether it's libertarians or progressives or Republicans or Democrats, the accuracy of media and information is something that should transcend a political affiliation. So I don't want to hear any of this fucking bullshit anymore that, oh, we're going to take a look at it or whatever. The progressive people have been a failure at actually being an advocate for their own side. It's been almost 2 years and you've gained nothing. All you do is you circle jerk over with the Justice Democrats and the Our Revolution or whatever. Nobody here pays attention. I live in a state where I think I was checking yesterday. I just wrote an article about this. Both of those organizations endorsed, I think, between them 3 candidates in my entire state. And you want to tell me that that's where the fight should be going? So you endorse 3 candidates. What you change? Nothing. So, I'm working hard to do this. I have people who are willing to come forward. They're witnesses. They know what happened. They can totally debunk the whole Bernie was hacked by Russia narrative. Everything, it can become public. it would blow a huge hole in the hull of this ship of mainstream media crap. So that's it. I'm gonna talk to you guys later. It's something I gotta get off my chest because I'm tired of having to contact these people and they're like, "Yeah, we'll take a look at this. This sounds a little interesting." You don't do shit about it. You're pathetic, dickless people, and that's all I have to say.